I'm telling you, fans really like that kind of video. Short, straight to the point. Plus, seriously, who doesn't love video games?
Yeah, but you took my camera without asking me, Sunset.
Yeah, but hey, guys, we're rolling.
Oh, sorry. Hey, everyone, and welcome back to another Thoughtful Friday. I, of course, am your host, Blue Link, and joining me this week, as always, are my hosts, Starlight Glimmer,
Hello.
and a pony I'm gonna have to have a little discussion with later for taking my camera yesterday.
Yeah.
Sunset Shimmer.
Hi, everyone. Good to see you all.
So, yeah. I really hoped we would have gotten some videos out this week, but the schedule did not agree with me.
No, it did not.
But no matter, we're here now, and as usual, we're here to talk about things that we thought of during the week. So without further ado, let's get started. Because one thing I thought about after I had posted the last episode of Thoughtful Friday is the fact that 2026 marks officially 10 years since the Thomas and Friends 4D special was released.
The 4D special? Yeah, the bubbling boilers one. Oh, you mean that one where Thomas is in that crazy mine? Seriously, who builds a mine like that?
Beats me. But either way, it was an interesting little special when it came out. And, it's still a guilty pleasure to watch every now and then. Oh, and of course, Spooky's photobombing the video again.
Wouldn't she never?
But, yeah. Bubbling boilers appeared 10 years ago. First, I think at a theme park movie cinema. I'm not 100% sure where exactly. But now it is available to watch on YouTube. It is quite interesting, though I can imagine what it's like seeing it on a bigger screen rather than just, a tablet screen or a laptop screen or anything else like that. And I think it's one of the few Brenner era releases that never got released on DVD.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it'd have the same. Spooky? Seriously? Scoot. Scoot. Can you get her out of here?
I'm trying. Yeah. She'll come and go as she pleases. Anyway, you were saying, Starlight?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it would have the same effect as, being on a big screen.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And, oh, there. She's at it again. Spooky, you want to say something to the audience? No. All right.
Yeah, sorry about this, folks. You know what this kitty cat's like. Yeah, she pretty much photobombs every video we're in. But anyway, we're talking about bubbling boilers here, not Spooky the cat. So, go away, Spooky. We'll deal with you later. Crazy kitty.
Yeah, and we're actually going to bring up a little funny story about you and Spooky.
Hey, don't you dare.
I'm going to. But anyways, yes. Bubbling boilers. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting one. I think, namely, there is only the US version. I don't think they did a UK version.
I have to correct you there. There is such a thing as the UK version. I think it's a very rare version of bubbling boilers. I can't be 100% certain. If any of you out there know if there's a bubbling boilers UK edition, please let us know.
But overall, what do you two think of it?
It's interesting. Crazy and a little weird, but, it's still pretty cool. Yep, I have to agree. And Marco Morahan's narration is, well, spot on as usual.
Indeed. And now, before we get on to the next part of our Thoughtful Friday video, I'm going to share with you the little story about Sunset and Spooky.
You tell it, I'm out of here.
Sunset!
Maybe don't. Unless the fans really want to hear it.
All right. Sunset, I won't tell the story. Just please come on back.
All right, I'm coming back. spooky. Seriously. All right, all right. Can we get on with the show, please?
Certainly. Sorry, I had to clear my throat there. But yeah, continuing on, it seems that every Thursday now we are getting a brand new little clip of the new Wonders of Sodor game. As indicated with yesterday, an Emily's video was revealed.
Yeah, Emily looks pretty darn good in the Wonders of Sodor. So much detail and everything. And she's seriously getting another shot at pulling the Express. That ought to be interesting. I don't think she's pulled the Express in Season 8. Nope. That was the last time she ever pulled it. At least as far as I can remember.
Yeah, I don't think she's ever pulled the Express since. If she has, can you guys let us know? Because Sunset, Starlight, and I, we're not 100% sure on that. Yeah. Anyway, moving on from that, and by the way, it looks awesome.
100%, no doubt.
Let's talk about the Toy Fair last week, and of course, the reveal of the new diecast Thomas and Friends trains for 2026.
I thought you were going to have a picture printed off for this.
I forgot. Oops. But anyways, yes, the diecasts were revealed last week. And apart from the ones we know, like Gordon, James, Henry, Annie, Clarabelle, Thomas, Percy, and Rosie, as well as Toby and Diesel and the Charleston truck, there were a few surprises revealed, including a new redesigned Flynn. Charlie is back. Yeah.
Then we got Mavis, who, by the way, has numbers on her sides. She's never had that before. Has she? No, she never has, Starlight. Cool.
Plus, Hero and Nia were revealed.
Good to see Hero again. Nia, I'm not 100% sure myself.
But, you know, they're going to be fun little collectibles. Ultimately, there were so many diecasts there. And, of course, the reveal of the brand new Titanic Sheds playset, which does look pretty darn good, if you ask me.
Yep, plus the re-railing track. That is an awesome, cool feature. I've never seen a track system that includes a re-railing system. Nor have I. That's quite an initiative, and I would like to see it in action for ourselves.
Well, it might be a while yet, Starlight. I don't know if I'll be able to get the set yet, and even if it does come out, or when it comes out, it might not come to my area until possibly next year.
Next year?
Hey, come on. Look how long it took for the motorized 2025 items to arrive. And even then, we didn't get the full set.
That's fair. Seriously, that needs to be fixed.
I know. And yes, I am aware of the Bachmann 2026 catalog and the Thomas items that were revealed, but I haven't looked into it. All I do know is that on a recent stream, the N-scale Diesel and Paxton were revealed, as well as the face for Sydney in HO scale.
Now that sounds rather interesting.
It is indeed. I think there were also some Bachmann pieces revealed at the Toy Fair, but I haven't really looked at those pictures.
We're not exactly 100% prepared for this week.
No, we're not. But we're doing this video anyways. Hopefully with the next week, we should be at 100%.
No doubt.
And to be honest, that's all the news we really have for Thoughtful Friday. So I guess the only thing left to do is to move on to
Custom Corner.
Yeah, and again, there's not much to really show, but we might as well show it here. First up is a new DVD, The Good Old Days and Other Thomas Stories. The front cover was done by Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends Adventures. I did post this on our feed, and just so that way you guys knew what I was working on this week. The side was done by yours truly, and as was the back. All the episode selection was also done by Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends Adventures. So I used their episode listing just to make this one. Plus, it came along with Toby's sing-along song. And seriously, who doesn't love that song?
Everybody loves that song. Plus, it's Toby. Yep, it is a really good song. I'll admit, the first few times I heard it, I actually cried. It's so beautiful.
Mm-hmm. It is beautiful. And now, moving on, I've got my Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck box here to show you the rest of my custom cards, as well as the previous ones I did show off last time. As you can see, the pile of cards has gotten bigger, and now the cards are actually protected. Found these clear sleeves just lying around, and I thought, you know what? These will do. So yeah, I've got not just Slifer, and not only Obelisk, but last night, I completed the Winged Dragon of Ra. Fully complete. Just going to move the DVD over. And I'm going to reveal the other cards. If I can. Truly and properly.
You should have set this up before we started filming.
Hey, we were talking then.
Hey, come on, no fighting, guys. Sorry.
Bear with me, folks. I'm trying to do this whole video in one go instead of just, splicing it up into several sections. Anyway, also over here, you can see the near movie accurate cards again. So, yep, we have the Egyptian god cards, and to prove that these are the custom ones, as you can see down there, it says, if the camera will ever focus up, Industrial Illusions. And has the show style backing. Now, you're probably wondering, what am I doing with these cards other than just, making them? Well, there's several good reasons. One, these two here have been watching Yu-Gi-Oh! With me, and
yeah, we want to duel him using the same style of cards from the show or the movies.
Right. And since most of my card collection is now safely locked up in binders, yeah, I just don't want to take them out, duel with them once, and then spend hours upon hours having to put them away.
He's a little lazy.
You and I are still having that little chat later, Sunset.
Goop. Anyways, the cards?
Oh, yes. The God cards, of course. Arcana's Red Dark Magician. Yugi's Giant Soldier of Stone. The complete set of the Magician of Black Chaos cards. Mirror Force. Sorcerer of Dark Magic, which I feel should have been Yugi's deck after the movie. Then, the cards used in my 6 Samurai deck. And Sunset's personal favorites, the Argo Star cards.
I like them mostly because they irritate Roxin 34. Not sure why, though.
Yeah, we need to watch that video again. But yeah, those are all the custom cards.
Pretty darn cool, eh? I'll definitely say so. Now, when that duel will actually happen is currently unknown because really, it is going to be a long time. He only does a few of these a week. So, yeah, the duel will probably happen when we get into the summer months.
More than likely, yes. You got that Right on the nose there, Sunset, but no matter. It'll be something to really look forward to. As I'm picking up these cards, though, I also want to make a little announcement in stating that, yes, narrations are officially coming back to, well, my channels, namely this one. I've also got a few nice little secret projects in the works, but those, well, as I said, they're secrets and we'll have to wait until, we get to that point. Now your fans are really going to want to know. Indeed. Now, as per our usual tradition here on the Thoughtful Friday videos, we're going to do an unboxing video. Well, unboxing portion of the video. And today, I thought maybe we could open up this. One of the Mario cards I opened up in that Christmas bundle. This is, of course, Baby Mario. Which, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, was revealed in that most recent trailer for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Looks pretty darn cool. And of course, it's Baby Mario on the B Dasher. And I'll open it up for you. Don't you want me to open it up? It's okay, Starlight. You get to open up the next item. All right. I'm only opening up one because, really, we kind of have other things to do. That's how busy we are. Yeah, here he is, Baby Mario. And, yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Sorry that this Thoughtful Friday video is shorter than the other ones, and really, we're not doing a lot of talking. And I think Sunset and I, we kind of went a little too far with our little arguing. Yeah, sorry for taking your camera. That's all right. Just let me know next time, okay? Okay. But overall, though, despite how busy we've been this week, I'm glad that we got a few more of these cards made up. And of course, made a new DVD, The Good Old Days. And yes, it does contain The Good Old Days itself. It's a great little addition to the collection. And of course, we look forward to watching it whenever we can get some much needed downtime. Which should hopefully be soon, because, seriously, winter is starting to melt out there. And, well, maybe that means you won't have to be outside shoveling snow or, having to deal with other winter mishaps. Right. Well, we can only hope, Starlight. We can only hope. Anyways, yeah, I think that's about all we're going to say for today. So, oh, hang on. Isn't there something else I normally do with Thoughtful Friday? Yeah, your weekly recommendation. Oh, right. Thanks, Sunset. Thank you. All right, so it's time for our Thoughtful Friday weekly pick. And this week, we're highly recommending the audio narration called Mavis and the Hurried Courier by the Berry Truck. Automatically, when you hear the Berry Truck, you know it's going to be good. And once again, he does not disappoint. 100%, without a doubt, superb story. You got that right, Starlight. I was actually listening to it during a couple of my breaks, and yeah, it is a really good story. Once again, the Berry Truck does a great job of narrating it and writing it. So, we will of course post it in our Thoughtful Friday recommendation video list. So if you want to check it out, just check it out there. Or of course, check out the Berry Truck's channel. He's got a ton of narration videos, and yeah, he deserves more love than that he's got right now. So again, check him out, and also check out Mavis and the Hurried Courier. I'm honestly surprised that one hasn't been made into a video yet, with trains or a wooden railway. Well, one day. It is a fairly new story. Fair enough. Up as the clock starts raining, it's time for us to just call it there. So until then, friends, I'm Blue Ink,
I'm Sunset Shimmer, and I'm Starlight Glimmer. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you all with the next video. Can I borrow the camera for a couple more shorts? I really want to show off more of your awesome collections.
Well, alright, Sunset. Yeah, you can do that.
Thanks.